ready?
Yeah, so let's see.
I have 2 more acquisitions.
Acquisitions? Yeah, I think I have like a couple more too. Yeah. Yes, I do. I have 2 more.
Okay. So let's see. This one is Dragon Horde yarn. This is called Vinterfjell, and this I got at, I believe I got this at Road Knitting Live also.
Ooh, that's pretty. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
I'm sure no one can see it. Anyways, I took a little bit off to put in my Lamina shawl.
Oh, okay.
For one of the color things, so I took,
still plenty for socks.
Yeah, or anything. I love it. But you know what I'm going to use it for?
What?
I'm going to make that cathedral hat that looks like it has the rose window from Notre Dame.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, that'll be like the center
this will
of
be
the glass.
The glass, and then I got black yarn for the...
Oh, that'll be lovely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So that is on my list of things to do.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that one's waiting to be made into something specific.
All right. So, let's see. So Memorial Day sale. Where is all my stuff? I don't know where it all went.
Is it in here?
Oh yeah, that's what I did. There was so much here. I like hid stuff. Yeah, so I got this yarn from, and I think this is the same color, but sometimes I look at it and it's not.
It's slightly different.
Slightly different, but it doesn't matter. So Black Squirrel for Memorial Day
in Berkeley.
In Berkeley, they took a bunch of clearance stuff and put it in their back room that they use for like workshops and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically they put all that stuff on sale, and all the proceeds from that is going to be towards like an annex shop that they're opening up. So I don't quite remember where exactly it is, but they're just this little, there's going to be like a bunch of other shops in there, and so they're trying to raise money for that endeavor. So this was my contribution. So I bought this yarn. It's for a Dreamcatcher shawl.
Okay.
It's a kit, and I had purchased the pattern previously because I saw the sample there, but I hadn't gotten the yarn yet, and then this was on sale. I thought, oh, well, there you go. Yay. So that was another yarn acquisition. Sorry.
And then my last one, so again, Instagram. So Knitted Wit, I think they're still doing it. They were having a Friday photo contest.
Oh, yes.
And you would submit your photo on Instagram and tag it Friday photo contest for Knitted Wit. And if they chose your photo, they would make a skein of colorway of yarn based on your photo. And then they'd send you a skein as that you won. So here's my photo. This was in my front yard. I don't know if you can see it.
It's a little succulent with like dewdrops in there.
It had just rained.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she called it Desert Rose. And I made a hat already because I couldn't stand it. I couldn't wait. And I won. I couldn't believe it. And so here's the yarn.
So the tips of the succulent has these little rose blushes. Pink.
Yep.
Yeah, and so that's kind of scattered throughout. It's very, very, very close.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it. First of all, that I won something. Oh, I was dying. And then when I saw the yarn, I was like, I can't believe it. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
So I made a quick little crochet hat.
Yay. All right.
Yay.
Okay. And how many more things do you have?
That's it for my acquisitions.
Yay. Okay, so I have this thing for bags, right? So you saw the Royal Bee one, right? So I also got like this little bag. So I'm kind of showing multiple things for one thing. And there's a skein that matches, but this was from Whimsy Stitches, and they're on Etsy, but they also did like a trunk show at another yarn store just outside of Nashville in Franklin. No. I forget now. Bliss Yarns, just outside of Nashville. But, and this is Music Row. which is where my daughter was doing her last internship because she's a music major there. So yeah, Music Row. See all the guitars.
Yeah.
It's got guitars, and they had it in
So
blue
cute.
and pink.
Oh, and you got the pink one?
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, and then this bag.
What's that?
I know, isn't it neat? So now I can't remember. People will know what it is. What does it say on here? Yes, ritual dyes. Yay! So the way it works is you could wear it as a backpack, right? So, or I mean these straps are permanently in this thing, or you can carry it as just a regular bag.
Oh,
So.
that is so fun.
And it's color blocked. As part of a thing that they did with another local company, but I got a matching
Oh, cute.
little thing. I'm really into bags, and then
I love this.
yeah,
That's
it.
really,
All right,
really
so-
cute.
All right, now I'm done with my acquisitions.
If you want to see what else she bought, just go to her Instagram.
Do I put all my stuff on Instagram? I don't
Yes,
know, but
you do.
I definitely put all the yarn that I buy into Ravelry pretty much as soon
For
as I
your
get
stash.
it
You're
in my stash.
so good at
I'm
that.
really, I try to do that. Be
Yeah.
very good about that because, even at Black Squirrel,
Mm-hmm.
I ended up buying a yarn I already had. I brought it home, checked my Ravelry stash. Oh yeah, I bought that at Stitches. At least I'm consistent. I like it. So
That's true.
yeah. All right. So last thing.
Okay, so the last thing we thought maybe we could talk about, since it's been so long since we've seen ya.
And we've been so busy.
But always, I feel like I always learn something new when pretty much any project I do.
Yeah.
And so and I also think that, especially when we were teaching, I felt like people who were beginning would look at us who are teaching them and have more experience than them, like, oh my gosh, they never make mistakes, oh my gosh, they know everything, oh my gosh, I'll never get there. And that is a myth, and I just wanted to make sure that people knew that we're always learning.
Always learning and always ripping. Remember, one of our top 10 things was visiting the frog pond.
And that was true.
Not a lie.
Yeah.
We do that a lot.
So we're going to do the top 10 things that we learned over the last year.
5 each.
We each got 5.
All right.
So,
go.
I will go. So I'm going to go back to these socks here. So somebody might have noticed there's 2 on one needle, 2 at a time. This is my very first pair of 2 at a time socks. And our friend
T-A-A-T.
Our friend Laura taught me how to cast on.
Also known as nutmeg.
Taught me how to cast on and keep everything straight, and they're straight. They're both facing the same direction, and so this was I had never done it before, and I didn't think I could, because I think I tried and I couldn't. And so she's got something.
Once you cast it on, the trick is casting on, because you end up casting like half a sock on and then one sock and then the other half.
Right.
So
and so
that's the way
she
you have
sat
to do
with
it.
me and she showed me how to do
Right.
that. So
Once you
I was
have
super
that,
excited.
You can't mess up.
Yeah. And so that's that's one of my new skills as I learned. Of course I might not remember how to do it next time, but
all right. So you want to see what I learned?
yes, I do.
So I found this yarn. I found this yarn, and she's laughing at me at Michael's.
I'm not laughing at you because you found it at Michael's. I'm laughing at you because I think it's hysterical.
Feel it, isn't it?
It's
soft?
so soft.
It's so soft, and usually I think our audience is people who already know how to knit and crochet. But if you want to teach your friends, what you can do is grab this yarn, because basically you figure out how long you want your thing to be, and then you just turn and you just slip the loops. The loops are already there, and you just slip them in. Like this, right? And it makes the fabric. That's it. That's all you do.
Oh my gosh.
You can do stockinette. You can do garter stitch.
I didn't know it did that.
You can crisscross them, right? And make little cables. I mean, and it doesn't come out. It doesn't unravel, right? So you don't need any. They call this finger knitting.
Wow.
And it's a very tactile experience because, you know, when you're, here, you try it. Just put that loop in this
one?
Yeah, like that. And then just go to the next one. Just the way it feels.
It's so soft.
It's very soft. You can make a blanket. I've got enough yarn to make a blanket.
I did not know it did this.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think you would have known. And you didn't show your bunny hut.
I'm going to show my bunny hut. So the reason why I bought this yarn wasn't to make blankets. I made a little hut for my bunnies. Because, like, they like to hide, right? So Chowder has, like, she's a lop-eared bunny, and she's the one who likes to hide. So funny. It's got these little floppy ears, and, you know, her head's a little flat because, you know, and it's got an opening for her to crawl into.
And you did that over a basket, right?
I did this over
like
a basket. So yeah, if you look at my Instagram, you'll see the progression, but I even added a little tail.
That is so cute.
It's a bunny hut that looks like a bunny, and I made it with the loopy yarn.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So.
I can't believe this yarn is, like, you can just make something with it as fabric. I just thought it was something textured. I didn't realize that it had a whole nother
It's a whole, yeah, thing. You don't need any needles, nothing.
Well, this is fun.
Isn't it? Look at you.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
It's just, and it feels so soft, and they have all these colors, and it's not expensive, so, but yeah, there you are. I know, it's fun. It's really, really fun.
That's really fun.
It's hilarious. I was, you know, texting her. This stuff is just hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
I'm having so much fun. I know, it's very soft.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
there's nothing
I learned. Yeah, I'm not like a yarn snob. I'll make stuff with anything I can, pretty much.
Yep.
So it served its purpose, and I'm gonna make a blanket because it's so soft.
Oh,
it's squishy.
I'm gonna make a blanket out of that.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Let's see. So one of my other things I learned was and I did it on. I'm doing it on the granny stripe blanket, is a magic knot. And I'm not sure if that has another name, to join.
Okay.
Because that way there's no tails.
Okay. So you don't have to work them in. That's how you join the yarns.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a little site called createlaughgrow.com, and she's got really good diagram of basically you have your new yarn and your old yarn, and you tie like a loop knot over one, and then you use the tail of the other one, tie a loop knot over the other, and you pull them tight, and then the little knots snug up against each other, and you clip the tails right next to the knot.
No.
And then you have nothing, and they don't come apart.
They don't come apart?
No.
I don't believe that.
I don't either. I still don't, and I'm still waiting for this blanket to fall apart, but it is not.
Oh, wow.
I know.
What if you wet it?
I don't know. It honestly...
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, yeah, because there's actually 2 knots? Mm-hmm. There's a knot here?
Yeah, so there's a knot over the old yarn, new yarn. There's a knot over one, and there's a knot over the other. And when you pull them together, they tension together, and then they lock together.
Okay, I see.
So you clip the tails, and they just stay.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, anyways, so
we'll put that in our notes.
We'll put a link to it. Yeah, so it's called createlaughgrow.com, how to tie a magic knot. I don't know. I'm still like, wow, does that really work?
Wow.
So I'm not using it on anything else right now, just on this granny stripe blanket, but so far so good.
Okay, yeah. All right, I don't have that. Let's see, so another thing that I learned is I went to Fabmo for the first time.
What's
Fabmo?
I did not hear about this. What is that?
So Fabmo is this couple in Mountain View. It's close to us. And what they do is they collect things that would be thrown away.
Okay.
For mostly I guess it started out as designer samples. So we got a lot of little carpet samples for the bunnies, because the bunnies, they don't have pads, they just have furry feet.
Oh.
right? So they slip on the hardware floor.
Oh.
And they don't like that.
Okay.
So we got a bunch of little carpets that we can drop on the hardware floor so they can run around. We have a little run for them to run around in.
Okay.
So we got that, and I got this, so this is kind of an acquisition. I learned something, but you should see some of the fabric samples that we got.
Cute.
I know, so this is like I don't know, it's pretty big. So this is purple paisleys, right?
Fun.
So, you know, this is just a sample. It might have been like curtains or something, but you know.
Yeah, it looks like a oversized swatch for like designer fabric.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, I think I'd make a bag out of that.
Totally.
Right? Or a pillow or something. But I saw the purple paisleys and I had to, you know, prints, all that stuff.
Purple rain. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's one that I learned about Febmo. I mean, I've always known about it, but I'd never gone. And
what else do they have there? Do they have other
carpet
things besides
samples,
fabric?
little tiles, like the hard, like granite tiles. The
Do
samples.
they have like mosaic tiles?
Well, like
ceramic?
those. Well, I mean, you know, you could use that. They're just samples.
Yeah.
They're samples for like granite tops. Stuff that people, you know, like embroidery kits that, you know, things that people like estate sales.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Oh.
I found there was a bunch of needles. There's like a big jar of knitting needles, but I couldn't find any crochet hooks.
Yeah.
I think people get those. So, I mean, you know,
Fun.
they have a different thing, a bunch of stuff each month. And then they have like 3 days where you can go and... I went on a Saturday where you can't make an appointment.
Yeah.
You just show up. But on like a Thursday, Friday before this Saturday, you can sign up for appointments. So like sometimes you like want to be right there. And then
Appointments to buy stuff?
to buy stuff. Well, actually, it's not even. You can just take it.
You're kidding.
No, there is a donation jar,
Yeah.
and you know, but it's free.
Oh my God, let's talk.
Yeah, you can get, you know, all these fabrics.
Fun.
You know, sometimes it's like yards of fabric, like from people's stashes or something that they just gave away, and
How fun.
and it's just, you know, just so that, you know, this stuff doesn't end up in the landfill.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so like all the and then what's their process for if you want to donate stuff?
They just have a jar.
I mean, but stuff. Not like
Oh,
money.
donate stuff. Oh, you call and let them know. And I think you can go anytime when, you know, make an appointment with them
Yeah.
and go anytime.
So like
to do
if you
that.
have, I don't know, 4 bins of fabric in your garage that you haven't sewn for a really long time.
Then you
Then I
let
could-
me look through it first.
And then
Then
I
you
could
take the rest
call
of
and
them
take
there.
it up there.
You
Okay.
could, totally could.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's
Oh my
great.
gosh,
know,
I love
place.
that so much.
Fabmo.
Okay.
Fabmo, they have a Facebook page, they have a website.
Circle that on my notes.
Yes.
I have not heard. That's great.
Yay.
How fun.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. So what else have I learned? Oh, so I mentioned before at Stitches, you gave me the Myra Wood class.
Yes.
The modern Irish crochet.
I signed
She
up
was
for
so
2
sad
classes.
that she couldn't go.
And I couldn't go. I went to half of one, which was the Beth Brown Renzel's Fair Isle hat class. So I have half a hat.
Yes. And then she gave me the motif making class and the joining class for modern Irish crochet.
Modern Irish crochet.
And so most of the Irish crochet I've done has all been traditional, and I have taken workshops with a traditional teacher, Myra trainer, and then Myra Wood teaches the Ukraine, Eastern European, Russian style of modern Irish crochet, which is
different.
heavier yarn,
Color.
color, and it's basically the same. You make the motifs and you join with a mesh afterwards, but there's a few slight differences. But so this is my swatch that I made in the class, and what I learned about, so in the traditional Irish crochet I learned is you pin the motifs face up, because all the texture of the joining in traditional, you want to make sure all your stitches and knots are going the right way. In modern Irish crochet, you work with the motifs face down. And some of the joining things, the benefits of that is that you can slip stitch into your motifs to get over to certain places that you want to go, and you don't get you don't run into a dead end. So if you make the motifs, you pin them into the design you want, and then you go around with your joining thread and you start making mesh that joins the motifs together. So when you take the pins out, you have a solid piece of fabric. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you work upside down, you can chain across the back of a motif to get over to this other motif instead of having to go, you can go right across. Okay, so
I think the phone's ringing.
who's calling you?
I know. And so not only do I like collect bags, but I made one. So I bought this kit.
Wait, you made this?
I did make this.
Oh, that's so cute. I didn't know you made that.
I did. I totally made this. This was a kit that I got from Never Not Knitting.
Yeah.
She also has like a little sub business called Sometimes Sewing.
Oh,
right. So
cute.
this is called the Take Along Tote, and I got the kit for the large one. So it comes with a pattern and little pieces for the directions and stuff. So I made this bag, and I have my pin collection on here, and it came like with the straps and stuff. And you get a you can put a pocket in it. There's a pocket in the middle, and there was enough material for me to make a little needle nook.
Cute.
Right, so I always like to make that, and it matches. And I also made a little zip bag that I snapped it in there. So
very cute.
yeah. So she also has a kit and directions to make one of these, but I just did it from a book or something.
Yeah.
So, but I was looking for this earlier. I bought pins. That one's yours. So these are from Portichello.
Oh my gosh.
And it's mine says Knitwit on it.
And mine says Hooker.
And then if you flip the hat, it has like a skein brain thing on it. Isn't that cute? And then, it's tonal, so it's like skin tone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That
Cute.
is so cute.
I know, when I saw those, I had to get them for us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so.
That's hysterical.
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
like, when you make your own bags, you can do things like, I put snaps here so that I could snap my.
That's a great idea
know.
to put the little snaps for your pocket bag.
My pocket bag.
Love it.
So that's that.
Oh, I like that style.
Yeah.
That's super cute.
Yeah, I've got another one queued up to make a bag for Laura. She bought the fabric, and I'm gonna make her a bag. So
maybe we should have a bag making day.
yeah, we should.
That'd be fun.
Totally fun.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh, last thing I learned. No, two more things. Okay, so one of the things I learned was for socks to do an afterthought heel.
Okay.
And I do the one where you knit 2 rows just of half the sock where you want your heel in a different color.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when you go back to pick the stitches up for the heel, you can put your needles above and below and then just cut the thread that doesn't match.
Yeah.
And so I did not know how to do that before.
Oh.
And so I, like for these guys, did I not know how to do that? Did I know how to do that on the last one?
I don't know.
Because I think when I did my colored heels, I hear bunnies. When I did my my contrast heels, I think I actually changed yarn and went and
and
made
did that.
it.
Oh, okay. So this one you just like knit half around with the color, and then you went full round.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I learned that before this last episode that we did. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I may have a pair of socks that have
An afterthought heel in there. Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. I only
that's
had
okay.
4. That's okay.
Oh, and then I think I don't remember where I put it, but and again you won't be able to see this, but I've been I like prior, as knitters and crocheters, we also do these other little things. So I like to tat. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Thank you. And I tatted this little bunny because
You're a bunny nut.
I'm a bunny nut, so I tatted a little. It's
that's so
a
cute.
little bunny.
Here, wait, can you hold it up?
I don't know, maybe I can just hold it up there. It's teeny little
teeny.
thing.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so I relearning how to tat, and I started with this little bunny.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks
that's
like
so
a
cute.
bunny.
Yes, it does.
Totally does.
It looks like a bunny. Trust me. Let's see. Okay, and so then the last thing I have for what I learned was to chart my own color work.
Oh, right. I remember that. Did you color the? Did you do it in color? I guess you did it in color. Did you draw the chart out? What did you do?
So I had graph paper, and I had a book that had just some strip designs.
Okay,
in
right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I chose a couple that I liked, and I drew the design out first on the graph paper with the little squares, and then I colored it in.
Okay,
with
so
the
this
different
is fully
colors.
designed, colors and shapes
Yeah.
and everything by you.
Yeah.
Ooh, neat.
So, ta-da.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. That's pretty.
So I did that. And that I really had fun with, but it's another thing I learned is that when it says to make your ribbing and 2 needle sizes smaller than the rest of the hat, that you should do that. Because I always think, I don't need to do that. I don't want my hat really tight.
Yeah.
And then it's always too loose. So now I've learned that I will definitely make my ribbing on my hats 2 needle sizes smaller. Yep.
Yep. All right.
So that is what I've learned. And you have,
I'm done.
Okay.
I think I did my thing. And look at us. We're both wearing our little.
like everybody else on the planet.
Yeah, exactly. We like these. Mine's pink.
Mine's not.
And with that,
I think.
we're done.
Goodness. So thanks so much for joining us.
I know.
And sorry we've been gone so long.
Yeah.
We should be back on track here.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Hey. All right, we did it. It was a little.
It was long.
Whoa.